There we go. Ahoy everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
Is your mighty Lieutenant Rakir at your service, along with...
Gunnery Mate Rom.
And...
Servant the Krogan Armorer.
And Captain Smug.
And welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition, where last time we cleaned up some of the side stuff and such, and we'll probably clean up a few more of those before we finally go to Vermeer. Okay. Though we should get there, well, today at the very least.
Should probably double check on the Marines gone MIA.
Yeah, that is why we are here in the first place. Let's see. Have we read? If we've read this, we'll just read it again. Aedulos is a terrestrial planet. Go ahead.
I think you either misheard or you just misspoke.
What now?
Somebody let's just say the blaze instead of place.
Oh, this is a blazing place. Though you won't find Blaze the cat here.
Yeah.
Aedulos is a terrestrial planet.
Saddles here, but I don't have the mental capacity to even try.
Well, we've seen alien cows. I guess you could ride those instead of alien horses.
Yeah.
Let's see. Aedulos is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Aedulos' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. So it's basically the setting of every Western ever.
Yep.
Aedulos' orbit is congested with debris thrown inward by the gravity of the gas giant Antamelka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Okay, it has an orbital period of about 2.7 years. A day lasts more than twice as long. Pretty good atmosphere. Survivable temperatures. And yeah, we've said this multiple times, but even deserts can absolutely freeze. Just well, no water to freeze. And pretty good gravity.
Basically, in the day, it's boiling hot. In the night, it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, doesn't Peru have deserts?
Yep.
Or at least one.
We actually, if you have the coast is set up, the cities are kind of in between deserts.
And apparently, despite the meteor warning, we are landing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna wonder. Won't in Peru's case mean you have a massive beach resort?
Probably. I've never been to, but I've seen ads. Okay, so the way the whole thing, so the way Peruvian geography works is that on the side closest to the Pacific Ocean, so like the west coast is the coast, because it connects to the ocean, and it's mostly where we've set up stuff, and it's like cities with sand as well. And on the middle point is the Andes Mountains. It looks
okay. It was either a thresher maw or more fucking Geth.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't try to ride it.
On the middle point, on the middle point is the more mountainous regions, more forested areas with more peaks and valleys and such. And on the furthest part is the jungle that connects to the Amazon jungle and is a part of it. Which, well, is a jungle, you can probably freaking guess.
I just had a bit of a realization about thresher maws. Like, they have a shield bar, which, well, it typically either means that something has, well, an actual shield or a biotic shield. And I doubt thresher maws have technological shields. So...
my money's on it technically being armor. It's just using the shield thing as a...
Yeah, which only really becomes a thing in the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think from what I know of the next couple of games, the shield bar is basically there in this one because they didn't yet have the...
Yeah, they didn't have like an armor bar or something like that.
Okay, I'll need to
Not to
double
mention
check
they
if
also
if that blue bar is filled to any point that I need, because that could mean if that blue bar is filled at the start, it would mean that Thresher Maws have biotic potential.
Yep.
I mean, there's a good chance a couple do, if nothing else, because sometimes God likes to fuck with
Alliance
people.
soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Okay.
Lured by the distress beacon and then eaten by Thresher Maws.
He'd want to know what happened here.
Oh, doesn't this sound familiar, huh?
Oh yeah, we should. That means we should probably go to the Citadel, and maybe that trigger a different debrief, and finally ending got Conrad's fucking side quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing to loot.
Nope.
Apparently not. And apparently
Not
that,
there, at least.
Apparently
I
that
mean,
field
maybe-
pylon doesn't exist.
I mean, maybe they're dog tags just to identify the dead, because we don't really have the space to put in the entire battalion in.
Yeah. But this is basically the exact same thing as Aku's. You know, with the sole survivor background and such, people getting lured into Thresher territory.
Oh, that. Oh, I think you're different Aku.
No, it's not the one that the certain samurai that has no actual given name, well, other than a nickname, has, is after, but...
Yeah.
On my way.
Okay.
Kuz is a very different thing.
A mummified Solarian. Okay. There. You found Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. I don't
Captain
remember anything
Milan.
about Captain Milan. Maybe... Yeah, it must be from the Legion of One stuff.
It's either the Legion of One stuff, or he was one of the soldiers.
Yeah.
You can probably find a bit more info on the side quests in the Codex. We haven't actually... Well, we listened to one recently, but... We haven't really listened to that many of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we have a few unlistened to ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I was fully expecting there to actually be meteor strikes around us or something, but no. A bit
Yeah,
disappointing.
especially when you look up and you see the meteors coming down from the camera.
Don't, YouTube, just don't. You know what happens when you speak like that.
But we can't jinx it. They're not going to strike, unfortunately.
Yep, almost. Depicted actual actual brute force hacking. Okay. Oh, good open area.
Now they're all going a different way.
Depicted lockpicking.
Okay. Not really worth it.
200.
That reminds me, did you upgrade your guns of you and your team so they have different effects? You literally can.
Yeah, we
hope
do have
so.
these here, and yeah, I specifically put these on the shotgun just to have a bigger knockdown chance.
What about Tally or Rex or pretty much everyone else?
Let's see. Oh, well, he has the Geth gun still, which is still just better than anything else I could hand him, other than Spectre gear, probably. Do I have one of those? It is only a little bit better in that you can fire it for 2 seconds more, and it has 4 less accuracy.
But it also allows you to, like, insert whatever the fuck, so...
Yeah.
Let's give him high explosives and freezing rounds, because fuck whoever the hell you're shooting at.
Yeah.
Up there. Okay,
Basically what
4
I'm
meter
hearing.
blast radius. It gives 5 times more heat generation, but it also puts that much force on that, and on top of that, an extra 20% damage.
Yeah. Which I'm suggesting you
that
might as well
bit.
be turning them into homemade cryo grenades.
Actually,
And what about Tally's gear?
I kind of want to... There... Just turn this into a fucking grenade launcher.
What about
Okay.
Tally? Don't forget her gear.
Upgrade the snowblind. And yeah, that'll do. Okay, there's some minerals. Or something of value at least. Okay. Yeah, on the one hand, you could probably play around. If they had kept the upgrades like this in the later games, you probably could have ended up playing around with some interesting builds in that, with some stuff that gives extra heat generation at the for just massive damage ups. But on the other hand, people would eventually get annoyed with just having to sort all that stuff constantly.
Yeah.
So they did simplify it, and it in general, I think they did well with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Back to
that rock
Normandy.
looks very out of place in the environment.
Okay. No messages? No messages. All right. We have been to those before, so this was the one that I was thinking of, where one gets a fourth area gets opened up. And yeah, here is another one that this gets opened when we get the quest, so may as well head here, since, well, we're heading over to the Citadel anyways afterwards. Okay. Starting from the outside again. Patatenlis. Okay, Patatenlis is a large rock world with an unusually thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The frigid world's crust contains extensive deposits of uranium and occasional loads of naturally occurring plutonium. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Patalantis should have a significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature has flagged this as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expensive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. So basically, we've got ourselves a radioactive planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mispronounced it the second time there. I'm not blaming you for that.
Yeah, because, like, who the fuck named this planet?
Yeah.
A solarium, probably.
Yeah, from what I heard, there was Patalantis.
Yeah, like
But yeah,
Atlantis, but with paths slapping for it.
Yeah,
Patatenlis. Does that count as saying it 5 times fast?
Yep.
Okay. It takes for freaking ever to get around, though not the longest we've seen. Okay, 1.5 Earth days. Yep, just practically a trace atmosphere, extremely low temperature, and high gravity as well.
Is it Earth hours?
Yeah. Okay.
So a
Next
little over
up-
a day.
Okay, someone has had
Really?
fun naming these planets just stupid names.
Okay, a Kroger's
At least-
named this one.
Go ahead.
This one sounds, at least it should be more pronounceable at least.
Fakrothu. A standard hydrogen helium gas giant, Fakrothu is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likeness of the arthropodal alien race not yet known to Council science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago. Okay, so basically a bug called chiseling on the moons here, huh?
And somehow meteors didn't fuck up their work.
Not even we get to hear the captain go full Dutch. But well, I don't think I can do it like.
No, don't go choking on your liverwurst.
I don't have any.
Let's see. Haninto? Yeah, Haninto is a Jovian-sized gas giant with a standard hydrogen-helium atmosphere, traces of methane give the planet its distinct cobalt blue tint. Spectral analysis indicates its extensive ring system is mostly composed of ice crystals. Aninto has an exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which creates strong radio interference throughout the inner system. Okay.
Huh. So if you want to phone home, don't go there.
Yeah. Paraffin, probably the most normal name out of this bunch so far. Paraffin is a small, unremarkable rock world. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of aluminum. Paraffin's low mass has left it tightly locked to the star Han. If there were any resources of value, mining stations could be established on the relatively temperate twilight band. Okay, half a year's orbit. Same for the day because it's tide locked. No atmosphere, extreme temperatures, and only half gravity. Oh. Scans of Paraffin revealed an unmanned station in geosynchronous orbit. Your salvage team found no evidence on the origins of the station, but they did find one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings on board. Okay, so yeah, there are more than you need to find to complete the quest.
Also, in one of the planets you mentioned have an unknown insectoid species?
No, that the moons were worked into this this face of an arthropodal type alien or something, for likely a goddess or something.
Oh,
so there's no actual civilization left.
So who knows? But I'm guessing spider people.
Could be. The arthropod could also mean like. No, not crab, that would be crustacean more. But yeah, definitely more of the insectoid leaning. Even though spiders technically aren't insects, they're their own... Well, they're arachnids.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Scorpions are also arachnids.
Due to the amount of legs, more than anything. Avigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. Okay. It has an orbit of about 42 years, a day of about 2 days, or 2 Earth days. 0.8 atmosphere, low temperature, and pretty decent gravity, and, well, we're headed here.
Yeah. And from what the codex reads, you expect to not be able to see 3 feet in front of the Mako.
Probably. Okay. I'm pretty... Tali has been along for, like, every single freaking mission now, except for a few ones.
Yeah. But
Enough to count on one hand, I think.
They're all damn good to have along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's there, and then there. Okay.
I'm just amused that, aside from the first mission of the game, we really haven't been forced to take anybody with us.
Yep. With the semi-loyalty missions, you're advised to bring whoever's it is along, but you're not forced to.
Yeah.
There we go.
It does make sense to do so.
Yeah. Also, I like that the Mako has such an absolutely horrid reputation, but I think across all the times that I've played this game, hello there, Gold. I think I've only managed to tip this thing like once or twice. That's because, well, I don't drive like an absolute fucking maniac.
As the thing tries to nosedive and flip itself against the wall.
That's a lot of gold.
Go.
Any dwarf would be proud of that haul.
Yeah, just...
Yeah.
Got myself semi-stuck on the freaking marker.
Yeah.
Okay.
If dwarves existed in this game, I would not be surprised if even a small shuttle tried to mount that entire thing on their ship and be like, we're taking this home.
Yeah. Oh, actually, there it is. Okay, I thought it would be after the next ridge or something. There we go. Another mummified Solarian. Let's see. Yeah, you can end up with mummies due to dryness, whether it's hot or cold.
You gotta give him credit. That suit is withstanding the end of the world. The guy inside of it has already long since turned into beef jerky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Derby, no, do not eat. Don't eat.
Hey, I'm not a carnivore like that. I don't eat valerian.
Or at least not raw. You discovered several small artifacts. Among them is an identification tag belonging to Captain Stranaka, one of the Solarian soldiers charged with hunting down the League of One. Okay, so not exactly League of One, but, well, the ones hunting them. Okay, there's that Syndicate hideout. The first of two that we need to deal with. And, well, then we need to deal with probably the most obvious ambush ever. Like, seriously,
Yes.
they asked us to meet us at a third set of coordinates when we could have just met up on the freaking Citadel instead, so... She may have well have been wearing a neon sign reading, "I'm going to backstab you."
Yeah. Holding up a pretend sign saying, "This is not a trap."
Okay. They actually got a good strategic position here. So do these clips go all the way around? Because there has to be a weak spot somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
Where it is,
here.
we will find out.
Yeah, this is a whole lot more climbable. They're not even smart enough to put up sentries overlooking the weak spots.
Of course not.
There.
That turret shot way off.
Okay, I was actually expecting more up here, but the fact that it is just one of these, yeah, that makes it... You're not going to find this unless you know this is here.
Yeah.
So that explains the lack
Honestly,
of heavy defenses. Heavier defenses.
Is that a hole in it?
Okay.
Okay.
Just pop that off. Now, let's see how this works. Or if this will even work past one singular shot before it overheats.
Just firing it and then having to wait like you're reloading an M79.
Okay.
If the gun explodes, it works.
Hello, gentlemen. Yep. Okay, I can actually fire it like 3 times in a row before it overheats.
Hang
5
on.
times in a row, 2 times.
1,
There
2.
we go.
Okay, the second shot, it goes to the midpoint, so I'm guessing 4 shots and then it overheats.
Oh yeah.
1.
Okay, they were smart enough to stay in cover, not smart enough to get the hell out, though.
1.
Just boom. Just vaporized.
He doesn't exist anymore. You disintegrated him from existence. That's a
Or
clip.
I think
Gotta be a
that
clip.
was a female Thurian.
He
Uh,
did a magic trick there. Boom.
And now I will make this Turian disappear.
Timing
and the
detect
Batarian.
sentence wrong. Timing.
Crime Lord defeated. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going, but that's all going to change. 1 down, here's 1 more to go.
I just wanted to. Those have to be clips like the timing and the dude disintegrating.
I think I
gotta be
hit
like-
one of the fire extinguishers or something with that shot. It just
look-
fits all too well. Just the Turian vapor next turn.
Don't tell anybody that. The secret is actually you made them disappear.
Okay, next turn. Now I'm reminded there was an unofficial Mass Effect tabletop game, which I think actually was made official sometime later.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. So.
I'd have to check if there's a actual rule book for it or not. Just, okay, I'm guessing it's still showing it because, well,
unless there was something you forgot there.
we turned the crime boss into some bubbling soup, so I don't think so. But we'll see if it'll still highlighted here. Nope. Okay. Now, where is that other one then?
To put it lightly, that Krogan was extra smoky beef stew.
This system, or I think it's pronounced D. This is or D, however you're supposed to say it. I believe is a Greek.
This is how we say it.
Let's see, Raisha. A standard hydrogen and helium gas giant with trace of sodium and ammonium in its atmosphere. During the brief gold rush to Klensal, a few companies established an infrastructure for helium-3 skimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's icy moons. When Klensal proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. Nope. But we still find the Turian insignia here, or insignia. Scans of the planet revealed revealed an old unmanned shuttle. Your salvage team found Turian goods on board, all marked with the Trident colony insignia. Okay. Grammar. Let's see. An icy terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light metals. When exposed to sunlight, Grammar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of the toxic chemical. This has allowed a profusion of simple fungus and lichen to evolve in the low-light environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches can seem to reinforce the light of one another and are visible from space.
So basically, this planet just has mustard gas as part of its environment.
Wait,
yeah.
A lot of fungus. This is paradise for the captain.
Yeah, well, since I'm a Krogan, I could go down there and breathe just fine, but the rest of you, I dare you to have more than a minute.
Let's see, 35 years to go around, 62 hours in one of its days, very low atmosphere, very low temperature, and low gravity. Okay, interesting place, but nothing of strategic or cultural value or interest.
I wouldn't say that if you can find a way to harvest the mushrooms and make yourself gas grenades.
Let's see, Niram is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of basaltic rock. Its most prominent feature is the Elos Rift Valley, a large volcanic divergence zone that stretches across half of the northern hemisphere. Okay. It goes around the sun in 6 years, has a day of 32 hours about. Pretty decent atmosphere, but still low. Low temperature and pretty reasonable gravity. And we find some titanium.
Bit chilly, so wear a really heavy winter jacket if you're gonna go there.
Yeah. Jarta is a terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is hot and mainly composed of unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of aluminium, magnesium, and other light metals can be found. Jarta is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. The Leviathan was found in the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team and estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all. and all the more vicariously when shown recordings of the corpse made by Solarian researchers. Right, yeah. This does not exist.
yeah.
Shows fucking evidence of its existence, still continues to deny it. Ugh.
Yeah. Like, I know there's codex entries in the future games. I think there were codex entries on that I read about, but it's like, I've never actually heard of a living starship thing, so that's neat.
Yeah, I've heard of this thing, but... well, the Batarians have it, so fat luck we're going to see it. If it's still in one piece. And it looks like it's time-locked.
When we said Leviathan, I actually thought a different Leviathan for a moment there, but I can't say nothing on that.
Okay, Klensal has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores to claim the system for humanity, but Klensal only had an average level of mineral wealth. Valuable, but hardly worth the rush and expense. Merida Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike it rich in their first extrasolar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys, hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in a costly boondoggle. While unethical, this was not technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mining bases, which are often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It goes around in 21 years. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say, can you tell the Batarians are scummy and don't like humans at all?
Yeah. Okay.
They actually bitched about humanity being effectively placed so close to them that they closed their embassy and just started doing piracy against them. Kind of the reason why Mindor happened, the reason why Mindor happens, and why we decide to just say fuck it and kill them all in Torfin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think they were also behind the Skillian Blitz.
Yep.
Yeah. It's nice to see a friendly one, but they're very rare.
Yep.
Extremely so. Let's see. Day length of about 1.5 Earth days, so 36 hours about, a bit more than that. Low atmosphere, low temperature, and still pretty decent gravity.
The gravity won't kill you, but the light there might.
Okay. Okay, to be fair though, from the other lore and such, the Batarians were tolerated at best, so when they decided to just fuck off, nobody really gave a damn.
Yeah.
Like,
That
bye, jackass.
quite literally, that, was it Jeremy Clarkson meme? Like, oh no, anyways?
Yes. Oh no. Anyways.
Like, apparently the guy's quite a jackass, but at least he's funny.
Yeah.
Less of a jackass than other people. Okay, it looks like we're going to steal someone's mineral claim.
It's our mineral claim now. I can just picture that. They'll be like, hey, this is our claim, get lost. And we'll be like, nope.
Nice claim, we've got a big gun. Fuck you. Speaking of... oh, another
Really should have
contender.
the soundboard
There,
right for
just send a brick of metal through their fucking skull. Though, actually, it's probably more... just more sort of rocket-propelled grenade, seeing as it actually explodes and such. And not just a Mass Effect slug. Platinum. There we go. All right. Let's check this first, and then we check whatever is over towards the south or behind us.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Why are you using that? Well, it is a big lump of metal.
Okay.
Not really sure where you're going with that, but if I had to make some theory suggestions, it would be interesting to stuff metal down the Mako's barrel and turn it into a harpoon gun.
I'm talking about why are you hacking a lump of metal?
No,
Make ammo for the Mako.
I think it's more just registering and planting the surveying beacon. Oh, warm welcome.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
More
I
on
saw
in a
that
bit
there.
After these.
Okay, I know I kind of complained a bit during the last stream about just knockback being less of a thing these days in the games, but just that just makes it all the better just here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mass
last
Effect always
one.
had pretty great knockback back though.
Here we go. Oh.
If you see one that's not
just a
shielded, you
bit
should
too
use
far.
some singularity.
Come on. Nice skull you have. Now you have a no skull.
That guy's Mar was white. Oh, and now he's good.
Yeah, that's them using invulnerability for a bit, or regeneration, I think. Okay, that's both of them. No doubt Helena Blake will be overjoyed to learn that these two scum are no longer a problem. Yep.
Not only are they not a problem, they are now cooked meat.
Okay, they just got flung there. Oh, more explosive rounds. Actually, I'm
Wait,
kind of tempted
a
to give
box?
everyone that.
Wait, I think I saw books like that with the ship you found early in stream. You said there was new loot.
Hmm?
Oh
Well,
well,
Yeah,
those
so-
have been
so one of those
around.
boxes.
They
It's too late
show
now.
a interaction button, or actual bore in the boring hole. They typically show up at a distance, like like how that one is showing at a distance now. If they're if they're decoration or not. There is likely one or two of those that I've missed, but still. Also, hello.
nice easy one. Oh,
Here we go. Spirits Vasquez. Are you out of your damn mind? Our dusters are overdosing on that red sand you're pushing. So whatever filth you want in your territory, but if a single grain of that impure shit ends up in ours, then we'll nuke you back to the fucking Stone Age. Okay, that was sent by a Turian.
I better have a
Okay.
big ass nuke.
Typically, when someone is talking of spirits, it tends to be the Turians.
Yeah.
Take those.
It's got to be the Turians because if it was a story, we would see God had us or something like that written on it.
Yeah. And I think we mentioned, next, a level 10 one now, or rank 10. I don't think there's been much about, I think we brought this up before, but there hasn't been much, if any, word on Solarian religion or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Also,
it's how they can be secretive bastards. It might just be that they just don't like to bring it up.
I
before I
don't think I've
forget,
ever seen. You first?
I saw a thumbnail recently on YouTube that seems to. There might be a new Mass Effect game coming up.
Okay.
About time, but we'll see if it's any
Yeah.
good.
Again, Was it probably about upcoming Mass Effect games? We continue storylines that have been left off in the other games.
Yeah.
Again, grain of salt, folks.
Yeah, just half the Sahara. Half the Sahara's worth of salt. Okay. Being honest, I don't think BioWare is going to survive into... Well, it's basically not really survived at all, since I believe most of the original people have long been gone and such. But I wouldn't be surprised if the studio gets closed out before we hit 2030, or even earlier than that. So honestly, if we do get more Mass Effect games, it might be better to get them from other studios.
Yeah, it might be better to do something like what Playground is trying to do with the Fable series.
I've heard that Fable is doing something again, but I don't know actually what. Old footprints, no sign of survivors.
Well, that one's tricky though, because Fable was original.
Go ahead. Okay, not seeing this. OBS didn't disconnect or anything, so... Dervin, did you might just die or something? Let's see, minigame to pick pockets of corpse.
I think the mic died.
Let's see, this dead traveler had a League of One medallion, or League of One. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. And the fact that we had another, or corpse, actually wasn't, no, that wasn't even on this planet. I'm guessing they were trying to get away from someone, or something, seeing as the, well, an escape pod and all such, but, well, they landed on here, so that was basically a death sentence, no matter what. Let's see. Honestly, something I think that could work with Mass Effect would be something XCOM-like, or like too far, or maybe actually that would be similar. I think something Mass Effect with something turn-based Mass Effect could work, like XCOM-like, or that Mechanicus game. I think it's getting a sequel.
Yep, it is.
Oh yeah.
Welcome back, Derby.
Yeah, I tried talking, and I'm not sure if you heard what I was saying, but
Nope.
You went mute.
Which is weird, because when you look at Stream Talk, my mic didn't disconnect or anything like you tried saying, and you thought it might have, and my battery wasn't dying, so.
But you would have heard no voice.
So might be Discord.
I think it was the like inner Discord thing on my end for sure. Yeah, because I tried talking and there was no disconnect sound or battery dying or anything. So
weird. Okay. Well, we're done
and
here.
While I was typing up my message in Stream Chat to let you know that I was going to try to reconnect, and all of a sudden did a disconnect and reconnect sound. I don't get it. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, I think this place is new as well. Okay. Yeah, basically, I think they probably should try a few spin-offs with this franchise. It's, well, seeing as it's 15 years later, would be high time. Also, welcome back.
Welcome back.
What did I miss? Did you disintegrate somebody again?
Yep.
Dang it.
We were also talking about the potential, or rumors about Mass Effect 4 again. The actual 4, not Andromeda, which I guess sort of counts as a, not really a spin-off, more like a side qual or something. Yeah. If you could mix Mass Effect with any other type of genre, which would you do, Rom?
What?
Like strategy, turn-based, real-time, or something else?
First-person shooter, turn-based strategy like XCOM. Something
Wait.
like not a mix, but more like different games. But those are like the two genres I'd probably first pick to try.
Okay. I guess having something happen like during the First Contact War for first person would work. Maybe it's sort of a sort of Republic Commando for this franchise.
You want to know something really funny? Okay, so Mass Effect was working on a first-person shooter. That didn't really quite work out, but it resulted in them making the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer mode.
Okay, which was pretty fun when I played that. And I think it is still available, though not on this version of the game.
Yeah, it's on the regular game.
Yeah, to play Mass Effect 3 play multiplayer on Mass Effect, you have to do regular Mass Effect 3, not Legendary Edition.
Yeah. Let's see. Hard data when Tanya is very limited. When the system was charted by Alliance surveyor Coupe, only a small unmanned flyby probe was spared for the distant world. It is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of krypton and sulfur dioxide. Normandy's more detailed survey suggests the frozen terrestrial may be a suitable target for mining. While it is largely water ice, mapping of mass concentrations suggests it has a core of pure aluminum. Okay. Orbital period of 82 years, a day length of 32 hours, practically no atmosphere, so an extremely low temperature, and very low gravity as well, though that would actually help with mining, because, well, it would be a lot easier to get stuff off planet.
Although, with how it's reading, clearly ice runners would be the way to go for mining so that they could just bring water to other planets.
Why does this planet sound familiar? Thrumlin? Thrumlin is a frigid world with a thick nitrogen-argon atmosphere. The crust consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but is surprisingly rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, the phosphates are relatively pure and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammo. Okay, that they point that one out specifically is worrisome.
Yeah, two very different things there too.
Though that does remind me a bit about what was that process called again? The same one with which you could make, well, fertilizers and toxic gas. Like Sabaton has a song all about it called Father. Harbor Bosch or something like that. I don't actually know what that entails. Let's see. The orbital period of 31 years, 69, nice, hour day. Very specific, oh yeah, it's extremely high pressure, yeah. Low temperature, and average-ish gravity. And we found some plutonium.
Oh, I haven't heard that song yet. Well, listen to them.
Okay. Let's see. Maganlis is a rock terrestrial with an atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trace amounts of helium. Scans reveal ancient lava plains on the surface, implying the geologically active past. The crust consists of sulfur and basalts, but the planet's mass suggests a core of iron and heavier materials. Cursory drill coring suggests the possibility of simple subterranean life. Okay.
I'm sorry, just for a second, I thought you said bath salts. You know, basalt.
Maybe this is where they get bath salts from.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure people wouldn't want to be snorting basalt, because I'm pretty sure that's when the particles of that are very jagged. Yeah, you might as well be snorting sandpaper.
I mean,
Also-
people do math.
Also, this
Okay.
planet does not look like it's made out of rock. It looks like it should be a giant ball of gas.
Yeah, I was expecting it to have like an extreme atmosphere as well to keep all that sulfur dioxide trapped, but no. It just looks like a fucking lemon.
Yeah, given the whole sulfur dioxide atmosphere, it might be that it looks like a gas giant, but if you go deeper, you can see the rock.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Venus in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, an orbital period of 2.4 years, a day of 33 hours about, almost 1 atmosphere, though extremely low temperature, because there's probably not much heat coming through all of that, huh?
Yep.
That actually reminds me, the whole reason that deserts will, one of the reasons that deserts freeze during the night is because there's typically not much clouds overhead to actually trap the heat during the night.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it's a clear day, it'll typically mean that a cold night will follow.
Yep.
Okay, and 1.1 gravity. Nope. While scanning the planet, you discovered the remains of a damaged research vessel. Your recon team found no signs of survivors, but they did bring back a Rokum outpost insignia. Okay.
Well, we didn't find anybody on this long dead rock, but we found out that apparently somebody was stupid enough to try and make a colony here.
Yeah.
It was a research vessel, not a colony vessel, so someone was taking a look at least at the place.
And then fell into the planet. Oh shit, I know this one. Oh, I was looking forward to it. So, that's actually a Dragon Age reference.
Okay, I know it sounded familiar from something.
I wouldn't have known that. But that's fun to know.
Yeah, basically the Amaranthine is, if I remember correctly, yeah, it's the main setting of fucking Dragon Age Origin for the Awakening DLC for Dragon Age Origins. It's the city where, yeah.
Okay, that's a big
basically the
city
main
if it's
city.
planet-wide.
Yeah. But yeah, this is named after as a reference to it.
Like, if humanity were to ever escape this blasted rock and start exploring planetary systems outside of it, you know for a fact that people would drop the whole scientific naming in a freaking instant and start calling things like Planet Captain America and such within a freaking year, huh?
Yep. Especially
And they named a boat Bodie McBoatface. Humanity should not be allowed to name shit.
Rocky McRockface. The very first the very first Earth colony on a different planet with the capital of of Colony McColonyface.
Yeah.
Amaranthine is a chilly rock world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its frozen surface consists largely of light titanium and aluminum oxides, with deposits of thorium and other heavy metals located in the deep crust. Amaranthine was named by the human poet Sofia Cabral during her tour of duty aboard the Alliance Surveyor ship Coupe. Under the dim light of the red dwarf Fortuna, the surface of this world is lit in rich twilight blues and purples even at midday. Okay. So it's the perfect place for vampires because it's always twilight.
Yeah.
Okay, a 12-year orbit, 60-hour day. Pretty good pressure, not good temperature, and higher than normal, but still survivable gravity.
Geez, at those temperatures, you'll freeze your nuts off in a second.
That's a good thing we've got spacesuits.
Yeah, maybe we should try to take Ashley and Caden with us just so they don't feel completely left out.
Yeah. Ashley's still just cleaning freaking battle rifles on the Normandy as we're doing all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediate distraction. Okay. There was something I wanted to bring up.
How about that?
Right, yeah. I've mentioned this in another stream. Not one on actual Mass Effect, though. Where is this? Is it just this? Oh, there it is. Okay, it was blending in.
I mean, it's a rock, though.
Yeah, it's rocks
camouflage.
upon rocks. There we go, iridium. Okay. Straight run.
It's iridium as opposed to iridium.
Okay. But, yeah.
Borderlands joke.
Yeah. A game I want to stream eventually, as well, is Star Control 2, which that series actually helped inspire this series. So that'll be interesting to see how those, how we're going to be drawing comparisons between the two, then, huh?
Yeah, I'd have to join that, not only because I don't know it, but because now that you mentioned that this one draws inspiration, it's like, okay, now I gotta see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, it is a very quirky game, though. And of course, there's also Star Control 1 and Star Control 3, which the fans do not wish to speak of. Which makes me kind of want to stream that one just before the shits and giggles, and plus I have a game guide for it.
I have seen the first game, and it was decent and good, from what I remember.
Yeah, the thing with it was mostly just not really player versus player, but it was mostly focused on its full combat system and not too much else.
Well,
It's in Star.
It did have story. It did have story.
Yeah, but true, but the more bare bones kind, more like an excuse or something.
Does the story get ridiculous like Red Alert does?
The story
I would
not so
say-
much. The aliens, yes.
I would say the story was decent from when it was made. Nothing Nobel. Don't give story Nobel prizes, but
Grammy, I think.
yeah, so like that. But it was decent.
Yeah, it's in Star Control 2 that's the highlight of the series.
Yeah, I think that one they lean in more on the comedy, or at least
It looks like-
comedy that people did enjoy. The other one's comedy was all right. It was good. It was not all aged well for obvious
Yeah.
reasons.
And I see this one actually tells us what kind of ship this is.
I just want to point out, it looks more like it crashed into the place instead of being an incredibly old one.
Well,
Yeah.
it does say this Turian military fighter appears to have crashed very recently, seeing as it's still on freaking fire.
Yeah.
And it's unclear what it was doing out here on its own. The pilot inside died on impact, though in the storage compartment you find an intricate beaded necklace marked with the Galatana colony insignia. It appears to be very old. It's a miracle it wasn't damaged by the fire.
Yeah, and I was gonna say actually, if it was still on fire after being here for ages, then I would have wondered if either A, its fuel was just very long lasting, or B, if the atmosphere was extremely flammable.
That would be a curious, yeah, if in certain atmospheres, if the turret is doing a freaking spin, if in certain atmospheres fires could burn a hell of a lot longer.
Yeah, I think there's means some mines that I don't know if they still burning to this day, but already back then have been burning for like 30, 40 years, probably more by now.
Yeah. Really, as long as the planet's not like freaking Saturn, though, where like if you throw a match at it, it'll explode.
Yeah, I forgot why they were burning. If they accidentally, the mine is actually set something on fire that was there or something. And then there's some holding field with tires they set on fire and they would burn for a very long time as well.
I think you might be talking about a coal mine, which I think